Hi, my name is Tameika Smith. I am a 32-year-old African-American San Francisco native. Throughout my childhood, my father was either in prison or with his other family. I got to spend a lot of weekends with my mom. I got to spend almost every weekend and holiday with my mother, but unfortunately, she had lost her parental rights. So, and my grandmother was an alcoholic. She did a lot of emotional abuse to us. And for a long, long, long time, I had a complex. My complexes started off with my skin color because all my siblings are light-skinned, and then it went from a complex about my skin color to started believing everything that I was told. Instead of knowing my worth, instead of believing and having confidence, I felt inadequate. I felt shame. I felt insecure, and I felt pity and wavering self-worth. By the time I turned 13 years old, I had gave up my most precious virtue, for in trade for a very young, ambivalent, inexperienced young boy, and my heart was broken. So as I kept looking for love and kept looking for acceptance, I used sex as an asset of worth, but undeniably gullible and naive as I was, I hadn't realized that what I was doing was building more shame, building more resentments, and building false pride. For a long time, I felt unwanted. I felt like I didn't belong in my family. I didn't belong with my family, and I was very, very, very hurt because I wasn't showed how to be a lady. I wasn't taught what a young woman was supposed to honor, and so because of all the doubt and all the insecurity, I inevitably went out and started abusing my body with sex. So a few months into losing my virginity, I caught an STI. And my cousin, she took me to the hospital, and got me tested for HIV and other STDs. And I was like a wake-up call, but it didn't stop me, in public, in front of everybody, I feigned confidence. I walked around like I was so proud of what I was doing. But behind closed doors, behind where nobody was looking, I felt lower than dirt. Couldn't even look at myself in the mirror because what I knew I was doing was what I wasn't supposed to do. It didn't stop me. By the time I turned 14 years old, I was selling my body, and I was selling my body for drugs, for money, and I was trading sex for a relationship, for friendship, for acceptance. Around the age 16, this was in 1998, I had jumped in a car with a guy in a truck, and I was gonna, trade sex for money, and the guy tries to kill me. He drove through about like 7 red lights, and it was life or death, so I jumped out of the car, speeding car, And I thank God that I was able to come out of there alive. The guy was later found and tried, but it happened more than once. Like, I've been raped, I've been kidnapped, I've been left for dead, and somehow I've always made it back. I've been in jail 85 times. I've been to prison 13 times. And recidivism is a major, major issue throughout my life. But it's been a saving grace because I know that my higher power, the only way God was able to get through to me was having me come to jail. And I know it sounds like, wow, that's a lot. And it is. But I know each time that he saved me. One of the best things that I've ever done for myself was pick up a book. My favorite thing to read is, besides the Bible, is the dictionary and the thesaurus. I'm a words poem person. I've written over 100 poems, and I have 8.5 chapters written in my autobiography. So this is just amazing being able to tell my story like this, because I do have plans on having my book published. So I want to thank everybody who's able to listen to this and get something out of it. And the one message that I would like for whoever watched this to get is, no matter what you do, forgive yourself, continue to love yourself, and if you can't believe that you're worth it, know that God will show you that you're worth it. Born through lust, raised in pain, be soiled by trust, soul insane. Curiosity intoxicated me, a flawedness gem, dependently sneakiness, spirit lost within, lashing weakness, participated in sin, guilt, shame, abandonment, blame, addicted, lost, self-inflicted, tossed, enticed leniency, helplessly let down, talented yet punitive, tortured, thugged around, entertained by the game, experienced extinction. Now who's to blame? Deliriously in the midst of hell, injuriously fatigued, 85 times in jail, in line stuck to grieve. The walking dead, transmuted by love, I prayed in my bed to the heavens above. All thanks to my God for saving me again and again and again and again and again. For when I was lost, he still was a friend. Today and forever, I am never alone, for I walk with my God, and that's where I belong. Independently trustworthy, betrayed thyself. But then I woke up and found my self-wealth. I love Tameika today, from beginning to the end. I will always and forever be my own best friend. Dinner, dinner.